We're going to start today with a little bit of a programming reminder. We will be live right here on Ravens Rundown, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We got about an hour of pregame coverage to get you. It's going to be a blast. Not as fun as the game tonight, but we're going to try. So if you can't go to the game, if you're not going to be in Highmark Stadium, you better be hanging out with us right here on the channel. Welcome in, everybody. How are we doing on this fine Sunday? It is the first time it feels like this team has played a game on a Sunday in forever. The last time that was, you ask? Well, it was what? Week 15 against the New York Giants, December 15th. Been over a month since this team has played Sunday football. Well, you got it tonight, later this evening. Bills, Ravens for a chance to go to the AFC Championship. And on today's show, we're talking major news items, a little bit of items to take into account, to talk about, to discuss before this game kicks off later today. Speaking of that game, I want you to prove it for me. If you want Baltimore to destroy Buffalo, do me a favor, like the video. Very simple. I ask a question. If that question is yes, or if that answer is yes, then hit that thumbs up button. Give me a like if you want the Ravens to destroy Buffalo. News item number one. Alrighty, Zay Flowers was listed as doubtful on this weekend's injury report. However, he was shown working out on the practice field on, what was that, Friday afternoon. So let's start with the first part of that news item, okay? He was listed as doubtful on this weekend's injury report. It was a step up, obviously, from where things were last week when he was out, when he didn't play. Now, he didn't practice in full, but he still got out there and he got a workout in. Now, do I expect things to change? Not really. However, I do think that it is good progress and it is a positive step in the right direction. Do I wish he was playing? Yes. Do I wish he was practicing? Yes. But this is kind of the hand that this team has been dealt. Okay? This is the hand this team was dealt week 18 when he went down against Cleveland. You fortunately didn't need him in the Pittsburgh wild card round game. And tonight, with the weather factors, which we're going to talk about that coming up in just a second, but with those weather factors in play, there's I feel like a little bit of a chance you might not even need him tonight, just because I don't think you're going to be passing the ball a ton. But let's talk about the positive sides of it, okay? They did post that video of him working out. They did post that video of him doing those little ladder drills on the sideline, and I think that's all a step in a right direction. That's all a step forward. That's all progress. Now, if I had to put money on it, I'd say he's not playing tonight. But I also think, if this was the Super Bowl, this was the last game of the year, I think he could play. I just think they anticipate, hopefully this isn't their last game, and they might need him in the next week game. We'll see. As of right now, news item number two, the temperature is supposed to be around 17 degrees with a 33% chance of snow. Yikes, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, absolute yikes. It is going to be a cold one in Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, as the Ravens take on the Bills. And you know what? My take on this is I don't see any way in the world that this isn't a benefit to the Ravens. I just don't. I get it, right? And I hear what these guys are saying in Buffalo, and they're like, oh, Baltimore, they don't get it. They're practicing inside because the field's frozen. All that stuff, guys, you could talk about all the weather all you want. But at the end of the day, when it's a cold weather game, when you can't pass the football that much, look at last weekend. And I get it. It's very different temperatures, going from 30 degrees down to 17. But still, last week, cold weather game. You ran the ball 50 times. You ran the ball for 300 yards. You got 6 yards a carry against a better rush defense. Okay? So I know the Josh Allen cold weather statistics. I know all of those things. I also know the Lamar Jackson cold weather statistics. But at the end of the day, if you're stripping away everything, okay, and you're just going to decide who wins this game based on the weather, it makes a lot more sense to lean towards the team that can run the ball better. That's just my opinion. okay? So I think, yes, it's going to be cold. Yes, that's going to affect the passing game. But if Zay Flowers isn't there, like, I don't know how much that hurts Baltimore. I think if they do pass the football, it's going to be quick, short routes, quick reads, quick throws, lots of Mark Andrews, lots of Isaiah Likely. I think the tight ends are going to be big in this game. I think Justice Hill is going to be a big factor as a pass catcher in this game. But I just think at the end of the day, with the temperature how it is, you have to say that that benefits Baltimore over Buffalo. If you guys want to be in attendance for this game, you have a chance to do so tonight with our friends over at Game Time. And you know what? The new year brings a lot of great things, right? Friends, food, football, celebration, but most importantly, the playoffs. And there's nothing that can quite compare to the rush and excitement you feel watching your team win a playoff game, either at home or on the road. And if you want to have that memory for the rest of your life, that's exactly where Game Time can help out. Game Time has an awesome new feature. It's called Game Time Picks, and that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats that you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. The tool highlights the best deals, including great and amazing deals with the highest value seats at the time. For some events, Game Time Picks also identifies a super deal, which is the best seat value in the venue. And guys, I know a ton of you guys have been on the buses to Buffalo over the last couple days, and I absolutely love that. I would give anything to be on one of those buses with you guys. But if you are there and you haven't bought your tickets yet, or if you're watching those guys feeling envious, feeling jealous, and you want to go to this game, you got to use our friends over at Game Time, because right now we're offering $20 off your first purchase. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, redeem code ChatSports for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account or redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Terms apply. Again, create an account, redeem code CHATSPORTS for $20 off. Link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It is game time. And in no surprise to anybody in the world, including myself, and I'm sure including yourself as well, the Chiefs beat the Texans yesterday. They played in the afternoon game in Arrowhead Stadium. They advance to the AFC Championship. Okay, and my take on this, right, is if you win this ball game today, you have to slay the beast. You got to take down this decade's version of Belichick and Brady. And I absolutely love the storybook circle, the storybook setup from where game one was, where you lost to Kansas City, right after losing them to the AFC Championship game. And you lose in a way that could have been different by half an inch. And you're here again. Again, if you win this game, you're here again with a chance to not only avenge yourself for what they did week one, but avenge yourself from 365 days ago. What they did to you in your home stadium to advance to the Super Bowl. Okay, and I know I'm getting ahead of myself, right? I know that. You got to win today's game first. Doesn't matter what happens with Kansas City as long as you don't win today, okay? It won't matter. So you have to win today. You got to get to the dance, and you got a chance to do that. Don't look to the future. Don't look forward. Don't be focused on anything else you don't need to. Focus on who you got ahead of you, and that's the Buffalo Bills. And my final thoughts on tonight, and you'll hear this more from me later tonight if you come hang out with us, okay? But my final thoughts on tonight is that I think it's going to be a fight. I think it's going to be absolutely a dog fight. But honestly, guys, I think that Baltimore is the better team, flat out, even if this game was played in 70-degree weather in a dome. I think Baltimore's the better team. And then I even think the conditions lend themselves to the Ravens more. Okay? And so because of those two things, because the weather conditions are going to favor teams that can run the football better, guys, I like Baltimore. I really, really like Baltimore in this one, okay? I'm not going to give an official score prediction. I gave one yesterday. My score prediction since yesterday's video has changed. Tune in tonight to hear my new one. But, guys, I got Baltimore, and I got Baltimore winning big, okay? A little bit of a program reminder, just how we started off the show. We will be live today, 5:30 p.m. Eastern time for an hour of pregame coverage before Ravens-Bills. Come hang out with us. It's going to be an absolute blast right here on the channel. So if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications so you know when we go live. With that all being said, I'll see y'all later.